Oh my goodness, baby. 3 things that she wish you did in the bedroom. Let's talk about this. So I'm going to introduce some kind of complex ideas to you, but don't worry, as complex as they may sound, I want to give you solutions on how to execute them. So I'll tell you the 3 things that she wish you did in the bedroom, but it is going to be complex. So when I say them, you might feel a bit stuck, like, well, how do I do that? And well, that's what I want to show you to do. So by the end of the video, you feel like, okay, she showed 3 concepts that were a little bit hard for me to execute on, but now that she's explained them to me, I'm going to get in there to win it, Tiger. So you know I got you. You know I'm going to make you feel like you're the champion. But I need to speak to something. I released my last video. I knew it would be controversial. I have to be really honest with you guys. It really made my stomach sick to read the comments. I would have liked to have been wrong. I would like to believe, but I know it's not real, that masculinity is not on the decline. But when I read the majority, I couldn't even respond to the comments. It physically made my stomach sick. And when I read them, the majority of the comments was filled with the whiners and the victim mentality guys and the "you're gaslighting me." Yeah, I mean, I almost remember when who was it when Trump won the first time and they had to like make like consoling rooms for people because the kids in college like needed to be consoled. That's what I felt like when I read that comment section. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. So I posted your comments on my Instagram story. And the women who responded were women who were in happy relationships, getting all the loving in their relationships. And they were like, this is frightening. They're like, that is disgusting. These are the actual comments. And I was like, this is what's going on among single men right now. Men have vaginas now, and it's frightening. My girlfriend did propose something she wants me to talk about in the future of why she thinks this is happening on a physical level, testosterone and that sort of thing. So maybe I will dive into that when I've done more research at men who are this disgusting. So this is for you guys who are not those whiny Pooh Bears. And let's just get started. The first thing that a woman wants from you, this is what she wishes you would do in the bedroom, is to bring out her dark feminine energy. That is, I know that's kind of like, how the hell do I do that? You know, it's that side of us, that like that naughty girl side, that side where society has told women like, you can't be naughty, you can't, like only men are sexual. No, God gave you this little beautiful clitoris, not because you're sexual or anything, even though that's the only thing this damn thing is made for, is for pleasure. No, you're not a sexual being. But men, they're just sex-driven monsters and they're just out to get your little kitty. Yeah, okay, so women have been conditioned with this bullshit for years. I'm always telling, when I hear men complain about women not liking sex, I'm like, is she pleasuring herself? Because forget you, like she's made for pleasure. Get her back to her pleasure so she wants to have sex with you again. But it shocks me how us women can be so ripped apart from our own sexuality. I'm like, hello, pleasure is more better than chocolate, and I love chocolate. Getting her to that dark energy is that energy of she can do naughty things with you. She feels like she can explore, she can go wild with you, she can whisper those fantasies, but you're the guy that can execute on those fantasies. And this is a big mistake. I'm gonna tell you a huge mistake, guys, where this goes severely wrong when a guy is trying to bring out dark feminine energy. I have seen 2 things go wrong, and I don't want this to happen to you. So please, really, I ask you to watch these videos to understand what I'm saying. Just don't take the points. You know, people like to just put the points in. It's like, oh, this is what this video is about. Like, yeah, but if you don't know how to do it, then don't come back to me complaining when your life gets fucked because you didn't do it the way I told you to do it. So the one thing that men do is men who try to bring out these erotic fantasies with women over text, but they don't have the tools and the wherewithal to be able to execute, or they don't know how to facilitate on these fantasies. So it's like if she's like, Oh, I would love for you to tie me up and bend me over and take me from the back. And then, so that's kind of like a dark thing, right? So you do that, and then you're like slowly entering her, and you're like, is this okay? And it's like, oh, gross. And it just kills the thing. She's like, nope, nope, untie me right now. Nope, this, like you understood it in the text message, but you didn't understand the assignment when we got to it. So she wants you to be able to execute on those things. So bringing out her dark feminine energy is that naughty side of her. Here's the second thing, and I've seen this happen to guys who are failing with women. Maybe they're overweight. Maybe they haven't dealt with their trauma, whatever it is, like they have some real rejection going on. Remember, the body's only reflecting what's going on inside of us. So typically people who are overweight are trying to hide themselves. But I have seen guys who are either overweight or highly unsuccessful women, and all of a sudden, like their new mission becomes, I've heard this so much in my career, Arica, I realize that I'm meant to be a dom, and I just want to dominate women. Fool, you ain't even dominating in life. How the hell are you going to dominate a woman in the bedroom? And so what they're doing is trying to overcompensate for the lack of work that they're doing inside, and now they want to dominate a woman. And this is so wrong, because the energy of it is typically coming from guys who are afraid to have intimacy with a woman. And so then they want to just jump ship and go, oh, now I'm going to be this amazing dom. No, it doesn't work. Both of these will really sabotage you when bringing out her dark feminine energy. So it's letting her know that here's what you want to do to bring out her dark feminine energy. You want her to feel like everything that she shares with you, that nothing is too dirty. Like, don't be surprised. Even if she does say something, you're like, shit, that's really wild. Don't tell her. Keep that to yourself. She needs to know that you're not going to be shocked by the fantasies that she has. She also, when she shows up in the bedroom and she wants things to get a little bit rough, or when she starts taking control over you and like that lion side of her comes out, that you know how to play with her polarity as well. When she feels like, I can be this sweet little innocent woman, but I can be the hot vixen as well. I can be the damsel in distress, but I can be the hot vixen as well. And he knows how to play with both of those energies. This is gonna make a woman feel super, super keen to show you her dark feminine side. And listen, if you really want to master this purposefully in terms of making a woman feel like she can be all of who she is in the bedroom, then you have to be the master yourself at intimacy. And you have my program called Mastering Intimacy that takes you through not just the physical side of things, but the psychological. Because with women, guess what? You got to have both. I know most men just want the physical part, but it doesn't work that way. Guys who understand both the psychological and the physical side are the ones who master intimacy. Trust me, I share from coaching people for 17 years about this stuff. It's how you make a woman fully surrender that dark feminine energy to you when you understand both concepts. So get that mastering intimacy. Here's the second thing that is a little complex, but I want to do my best to convey this to you. A woman needs to feel safe with you. This is so important. And this is something that a lot of men get wrong, and I want to make sure that doesn't happen to you. Safety happens outside of the bedroom. It doesn't happen just when you show up in the bedroom. And when you make a woman feel safe outside of the bedroom, meaning acknowledging her beauty, following through on your word, showing that integrous side of yourself, also understanding like how she loves to be loved on, showing up that way, whether it's acts of service or touch or words of affirmation, the 5 love languages. When you show up and you're being a man of your word, you're loving on her the way that she enjoys to be loved, you're consistent with staying in touch and affirming that love for her. All of this creates severe safety for her. Severe safety? That's not right. Deep safety. Let's just use smaller words. Deep safety for a woman. Get it? Deep safety. I can't help myself. I just can't help myself. I had one girlfriend who came out and saw me in Monaco, and she was like, all you think about is sex. You're like a man. And I was like, and God bless me for it. But yes, when you can create that deep safety for a woman, when she gets to the bedroom, guess what? You are going to get the best of her, not just the best of her juices that flow out for you, but I'm talking about the best. You're going to get the best lover of her. You're going to get the kinky side of her. You're going to get the side that does the most amazing blowjobs. Say it with me. The most amazing blowjobs. You're going to get all of that from her when you can make her feel safe. That's why, like I said, in that mastering intimacy, it really goes into the psychology, but also the physical side, because it's so mother freaking important to us women. We are wired for safety. And listen, we're innately wired also to be nurturers and caregivers to you. If you feel like your woman is not being very nurturing to you, chances are it's because she doesn't feel safe. She's not feeling like that consistency coming from you of making her feel loved. You're not loving her in her love languages, and you're not being consistent in the integrity of being a man who follows through on his actions. I see a lot of guys, especially in relationships, they start off really great and they're not consistent. And let me tell you, a woman can measure your consistency by your follow through. Are you following through on things, or does it just last for 2 weeks? I can't tell you how many married women have come to me and they're like, yeah, my husband's like the 2-week wonder. And it's like, he's so great. And he went to a men's retreat and he did this and did that. And then 2 weeks later, he's back to being a motherfucker. Doesn't work that way. She needs to feel safe. The more a woman feels safe, the wider her legs spread. Did I say that? I mother-freaking did. The safer she feels, the wider those legs spread. You know what I'm talking about. When a woman doesn't feel safe, the knees like buckle like this. And it's like, can I please maybe get in there? And she's like, my legs are open. You're like, it's okay, honey. I'll just go find something to pry them open. You get what I'm saying? Make her feel safe. This is what women wish you would do in the bedroom, is knowing how to give her safety outside of it, and then allowing her to explore her inner whore, that dark feminine energy, once she gets in the bedroom. And here's the third one, and I wish, this is so freaking cruel, and I don't know why it works out this way, but I want to be really honest with you guys, and that is, she expects you, what she wished you knew in the bedroom was that you were an expert at sex. And I know that's so hard, because there are some guys who are watching this video and you've not had a lot of experience, and you're like, I feel like that's been such a disservice when it comes to sexuality. I feel like religion really hampers down on this. You know, I grew up strict Christian. It was like, you couldn't talk about sex until you got married. And then it's like, okay. And then when you do get married, it's not like anyone in the church is like graphically telling you what to do to your wife. And so it's just like, it's a constant, we don't talk about that. And it's one of the most beautiful and holy things that we can do with our bodies. And it's like, oh, it just naturally flows out. Oh, like you just naturally go out and make money and provide for your family, or you just naturally stay fit, or you naturally have mental health, and you just naturally are full of joy and peace, and you just naturally never get stressed out. It's such bullshit. It's not practical. It doesn't work. So a lot of men, you've only been taught through pornography, which is got like demonic spirits behind it, and perversion and addiction and all those other horrible things that fuck men up. So this is why I do what I do, to give you guys advice. And yeah, because I want you to feel powerful and one of the most beautiful things that God has given you. But damn it, it's just, I hate this. But yes, the truth is she wishes when you brought her to the bedroom that you were an expert at what you did. And it's like, well, damn, that really sucks, Arica. I haven't had any practice. I know, that's why I talk about things so graphically, so that when you go to be with her body, you do know what to do. And you know, it's my bestseller, which is Tongue Magic, where I'm not even gonna make excuses for it. It is pretty graphic, I'm not gonna lie. It's a demonstration kind of video. And the reason why is because so many women behind the scenes, behind closed doors, talk about how most men are terrible at going down. If you've ever heard a woman say, oh, I just don't like when a guy goes down, it means she doesn't like the way you go down on her. And that's her kind way of just saying, I just don't like it. Granted, some women have severe trauma, and so that's an issue. But if you're hearing that, it's because she doesn't like it. And let me tell you, if she's not moaning, and if the legs are not clenching, and if she's not getting wet below from beyond your saliva, chances are you don't know what you're doing. And so that's why I created Tongue Magic, so that you have a practical guide to show you. And listen, when you do know how to do this, when you know how to please a woman, you're an expert. You know how to fondle her breasts. You know when to go hard, when to go soft, when to go to the bum hole, when to avoid the bum hole, when to bite her neck, when to gently caress her neck. When you show up as an expert in the bedroom, this is what she secretly wishes for. She really wants you to know. When a guy shows up to the bedroom and he's a novice, or he feels insecure about it, and you can feel the way he touches you, you know, like, have you ever gotten your hair cut by a person and the way that they're holding the scissors, the way that they're touching your hair, you're like, this person doesn't know what the hell they're doing. My hair is going to be really screwed. It's like, just like you wouldn't want to go to a surgeon who wasn't confident. It's the same thing. She doesn't want your penis going inside of her vagina with you not knowing what you're doing. So yes, the truth is, in the bedroom, we wish you were experts. And so that's why I create what I create. So I hope that this video resonated with you. I hope that I have fleshed out all the crybabies from my channel. And I hope that I only have like real men here now, because I don't want crybabies to have access to this information. I just want real men who are going to go out and change their lives with my work, have access to this kind of information. So I hope that that's you. So make sure you've subscribed and liked this video, and I will see you soon. Here's a whole playlist to support you. I think there's like maybe 800 videos in there. I don't know, there's a lot. But if there's a topic that you need to know about intimacy, I assure you it's in this playlist. See you there.